girl. Please come inside, grab a seat, sit next to me. You're not in trouble, but we do need to have a serious, serious talk. So, I'm sure you've seen from the title of the video, you're here because you tend to believe that pick-mes will actually be your friend. You keep giving pick-mes chances and opportunities. And listen, I'm a big advocate for giving people a chance to grow and show them, prove themselves. And you're never gonna get along with everyone all the time. That's just the honest truth of life. That's just the honest truth of relationships. There is not one single perfect relationship. I can guarantee that. Even though I have not thoroughly examined every single relationship, I can tell you right now that there is not one singular perfect relationship because perfection does not exist. There is not one singular relationship where there is not conflict, no matter how small it is, because it can even be respectful conflict, because it could be your boss and you can't really, have conflict with your boss because you respect them and you want to keep your job, but you might not see eye to eye on certain things, or you might have conflict like friendly competition with a coworker. Like there's always things that we want, right? We want that other people also want, so we tend to compete for it. But that thing is not and will never be a man. Thank you, okay? And this is why I say pygmies will never be your friend. Why? For me, the biggest reason is because they are in constant competition. They live their life in constant competition. And let me tell you right now, the only person I am competing with on a serious level is myself. So I do not care if some other influencer who's 30, who is 12 or 18 or just got out of high school got a Lamborghini. I'm competing with myself. I know what I've been given. I know what cards I've been dealt, and I can say for a fact that I feel like I have played my cards well. I've made good and bad choices, but that is the balance of life. You make mistakes, you take falls, you take L's, but you don't let them define you. And um, I am not spending my energy doing that, competing with myself, trying to make myself better, because that's already like really consuming. And then competing with a useless pick me who just wants to compete for male validation. And let me tell you something, pretty girl. If you're if you're friends with a pick me, you will never be at peace. Let me just tell you that now. You will never be at peace, whether it's because of the secret competition. Another thing they like to do is they like to use you as an emotional landing pad, which is very sad. They tend to find their way back to you after a breakup or after they feel like they have no access to male validation or whatever. If they need something, like they need emotional support that they know they won't get from their male friends or or a guy friend or a boyfriend, husband, they find their way back to you. And it's so exhausting because it feels, honestly, with my experience, it feels like whiplash. One minute I am having fun, I'm having the best time, I think this is my best friend. Next minute, radio silence for 6 months until, oh, the guy cheats on her and now she's crying, calling me, wanting to go out. And it's just like, I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to live my life on how a man treats me. Are you insane right now? Like, I've always noticed that pick-me's always live life on how much male validation they're getting or how men treat them in that moment. And that's why you'll find so many pick-me's, especially older pick-me's who are drug addicts who have let themselves go because they're eating, binge eating, smoking, chain smoking. Like, it's so sad to be in that reality because a man decided to cheat on you today, or decided to not give you affection for 3 months, or decided to not sleep with you for a month, or decided to sleep with an, comfort girl. So I don't want to live my life like that. Like, honestly, I'm fine with not being completely attached and consumed by a romantic relationship. I am so okay because I get to create my own personality. And the crazy thing about Pick-Mes is that you can do it both. You can be in a healthy, loving, like fulfilling relationship, and you can be a person. You can have friends and you can have a social life. But I think a lot of Pick-Mes, they fell for the propaganda of all you need is a man, and a lot of them actually um, will have success being a pick me to a certain extent. They will get the man, they will get married and have children, they will drop out of school and still live a very rich lifestyle and drive that Range Rover. It's not a lifestyle that does not have any benefits, but what's stopping me from doing that myself? What's stopping me from getting a career that I really love? Like, for example, becoming a psychologist. I love psychology. I also love teaching. I love traveling. I love photography. I love business. I love being an entrepreneur. I love marketing. I love designing. I love engineering, especially AI and software. Why would I give that up when I don't need to? I can be an independent, wealthy, successful, fulfilled, satisfied, whole woman. And that is what I am saying. And as a successful, independent, whole woman, you need to be around other people like that. Otherwise, you're going to be drained. You're going to be stagnant depending on how close you are with this person. Because I've had a friend who would be mad at me if I would elevate and I would leave them, or if good things would happen to me and not happen to them at the same time, or if they were going through something bad and my life was calm, they would be mad at me if I didn't like extend my whole arm to them. Um, I remember some girls used to sleep over at my house and I would like feed them, and because I was quote unquote doing well, and I would be confused because they would never return the energy. It wasn't the fact that I was doing that for you. It was the fact that if I would call you because I was emotional or something, you would tell me that you can't take my call because you just had a fight with Brandon and he's mad at you and you can't be on your phone. Like, it's insane to me. It's actually really insane to me. And Pick-Mes will never be your friend. That is the words of wisdom for today. And I need you to understand this because I feel like a lot of women are nurturing and they're on this rescue mission. Like, we have to rescue the Pick-Mes. But at the end of the day, if the rescue mission is jeopardizing your mental health, abandon it. You're not Jesus Christ. You don't need to be anyone's savior. You don't need to push yourself forward, and that will be enough to elevate women, but also push the women forward who are also pushing the agenda of loving yourself and loving being a woman, and not just seeing a woman as an object to serve a man or below a man. Because truth be told, that's what Pick-Mes do. They demean women in their minds because from young or from an impressionable age, they were told that women are there to serve and being with a man and be his peace, or whatever propaganda they're flushing out these days. Because I honestly listen to this and I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Have you met men? Like, they speak as if these are angelic beings that will grant your every desire if you just be obedient. This is not a fictional character. Men are dangerous, men are ruthless. You need to protect yourself. And this is for the girls out there who are currently pick-me's. Welcome to the channel. Please, I hope you stay and learn something. Men are dangerous. Men are not your friend. It's very rare for you to find a good guy. And that is usually a guy who is um, also who is not socialized and who doesn't abide by the patriarchy. This is why I say the pick me is destined for a bad romantic life because the pick me will attract the patriarchal crackhead, essentially. They will attract the ultra hetero, cis, toxic masculine, even if it's not in a romantic sense. If you look at the pick me's and the comments and the guys, their male friends, it's those toxic guys. So it's not like being a pick me is of any benefit. You're not missing out. Just leave that friend. I'm not saying that they can't change because everyone's been a pick me at one point, right? Even men do ridiculous things for men validation, but you grow out of it. That's the whole point of being an adult and being a sentient being and having free will, quote unquote. If you do believe that, because it's funny in psychology, it's kind of torn between is free will a thing or are we programmed genetically or programmed by our environments? That is just the words of the wisdom. The words of the wisdom. The words of wisdom for today. I don't know if that would actually sound better, the words of the wisdom. But like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, if you can relate to anything, and comment down below if you agree with these talking points. Do you think there are examples where you can kind of compromise? But overall, just let me know what you think of the video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, pretty girl alumni.